everyone, and welcome back to another speed build. This time I am building the HGTV Smart Home 2016. I found this on their website and I thought it looked really cute. It appealed to me for a couple of reasons, and the first one being that it has a walkout basement, which is something that I've never attempted before with The Sims 4, even though we have been able to do it for quite a while. I don't know why, I just never actually done it. So that was something new and exciting for me to try out. And the other reason was this home is built in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is close to where I used to live with my husband and my kids. It's about a couple hours away, but it's kind of home to my husband, and even though we don't live there anymore, the area still has quite a bit of meaning for us. So I thought it would be cute to go ahead and build it for everybody to enjoy. Plus, I don't know what the appeal is, but I really like building homes based off of real life homes because it kind of gives me a challenge where I have to build with what we have in The Sims 4 and tailor it to get it as close as possible to what they have in real life, which sometimes it's a little disappointing because then I figure out there are a lot of things missing in The Sims 4 that I would really love to have. Um, One of the big ones, I think, is the L-shaped staircases. They did that in this home for the upstairs and the basement, and since that's just not possible yet, I had to be creative with how I placed the stairs and how the landings at the top and bottom of the stairs actually worked out. But in the long run, I think that it came out pretty decent and it's a cute home. The house actually looks a lot smaller from the outside than it really is. It has a total of 4 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. So there's actually quite a bit of room for your Sims, and I guess in real life, whoever is lucky enough to win the house will have plenty of space. The bedrooms are set up a little bit funky, in my opinion, but you know, if you're getting a free house, I don't think anybody's going to complain. On the first floor is where the master bedroom and the master bathroom, and there's a big, spacious master closet, also with its own personal laundry room, which I thought was pretty cool, even though it's not going to make doing laundry any easier, in my opinion. Um, there's also a guest bedroom and a nursery upstairs, which was a little fun to create, but it also made me miss the fact that we only have the little bassinet and not some really cute crib styles to choose from. But I'm hopeful that possibly in the future we might have some more to choose from when it comes down to that. Then also, if you go into the basement, there is another guest room down there, and that one has a private bath as well. And then there's also a gym down there, which is pretty fun, I thought. There's some really crazy wallpaper in this house, which we don't really have any crazy wallpaper in The Sims 4. As much as I tried to duplicate the wallpaper in, say, the guest room that was upstairs, and then the uh, exercise space in the basement, I came close, but really the guest bedroom one, that's, I'll be honest, if you all check out HGTV's website and you look at the guest bedroom upstairs, not the one in the basement, it's it's something else. I'll just leave it at that. It's probably not anything that I would choose for my house, but wallpaper, paint, those things can all be changed in a house. So, it's just at the designer's discretion, I guess. But anyway, I actually had to cut some of the footage from this, so if it seems like it jumps around just a little bit, I'm sorry about that. For some reason, when I went to edit the footage and put it all together, there were a few black spaces, and I'm not really sure what that was all about. It just kind of was blank, and even though I went back and tried to fix it, it just didn't want to fix itself, so I tried to cut it out and just put it in, or put together what I had that was working as best as possible. I also did a few things off screen that I figured weren't really relevant to the build, like the interior wallpaper and flooring. After I finished building and landscaping the exterior of the house, we jumped right into the furnishing. I figured that you guys didn't need to see me toiling over wallpaper and floors, so, because for the most part, when I watch a speed build, I like to see the actual build going up and then the rooms being furnished. The other things don't really matter quite as much to me. So I'm assuming most of you all are probably the same way. And the walkout basement I think is really cool. The only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit was the fact that because the floor is made of carpet, you can't use terrain tools to add extra landscaping flair. So that was a little disheartening, but I think that there's still plenty of backyard space where your Sims could put a pool, or they could put a jungle gym for their kids. I just kind of left it open so that the people could do what they wish to do with it. So that's that for y'all. But now on the inside of the home, I had a lot of fun with the decorating. There were a lot of little elements that posed kind of a challenge, like these shelves. The books and stuff at first didn't want to sit on the shelf in the correct way, and they kept wanting to sit on the counter space below, so I had well, not too bad of a time getting the things to raise up using the Move Objects cheat. But this house, since it is a smart home, it has a lot of technology in it, and some of the technology that the real life home has, such as the alarm system, obviously we don't have in The Sims 4. I kind of miss the home security alarms, but since we don't have burglars, I mean, there's not really a need for the security systems. So I put a lot of tablets around in the different rooms, and there's TVs in quite a bit of the rooms as well. Here's another piece where the footage had kind of got cut there at the end of the living room and then switched over to the half bath, which I found was really cute for being such a tiny little space, and it has quite a bit of decoration in it. But I also put a walk-in closet. This build is definitely not a base game build. I am planning on building a base game build, hopefully within the next few weeks. I just need to find, I want to kind of make it a starter home. So I need to find a small inspirational house plan that could work for that. And as many of you may have noticed, and may have not noticed, I have been doing more of my Let's Play than speed builds, but where I was out of town, I just tried to pre-record a lot of the Let's Plays, and then when I came back, I didn't really feel like getting into building right away, so I gave myself some time to just decompress and play the game. I also spent some time playing SimCity, which was kind of fun, and I've also played The Sims 2 a little bit, and I'm actually reinstalling The Sims 3 to see if I can get it to work. Part of the reason I hadn't played The Sims 3 since The Sims 4 came out is because right after that, for some reason, my Sims 3 just would not launch. I tried everything in my power to get it to work, and for some reason it was just giving me a lot of crap, so I was like, okay, I just uninstalled it and continued playing with The Sims 4, but I've been watching some people's Let's Plays, and just there are a few features that I would really like to play with in The Sims 3 if I can get it to work, and I figure that it's nice to have games that are just kind of there for fun, and then other games that, you know, maybe you record and other things you play off screen if you feel like it. So yeah, but the kitchen is one of my favorite rooms as always. I absolutely love the way that it came out. I've never used the gray color of the cool kitchen cabinets because I kind of didn't like the worn look to them, but I felt that they actually came out really nice. So now we're on to the master bedroom, and this room was a little bit challenging because I thought it was a pretty decent sized bedroom, but when I started putting the furniture in it, I realized that it was extremely tiny. Um, Part of that also comes from the fact that there's supposed to be a door that leads out to the screened-in porch, or what is a screened-in porch in real life, but on my build it's just a covered porch. But the fireplace covers where the door should go, so I kind of just omitted that with The Sims. In some ways, that's probably a good thing because if you have too many entrances and exits, I've found with The Sims, then they are constantly walking through the bedrooms that they don't need to be walking through to get to wherever it is they're trying to go. Before I get this lot uploaded, I will play test it a bit and try to make the routing as good as possible without sacrificing too much of the build. But I am going to go ahead and warn you all that there are a few things I know will not be usable, such as in the dining room, you saw the two big chairs at the end of the table. Those are actually living chairs, so they will not be able to be used as dining chairs. So if you move your Sims in and you want them to have a dining table that seats 6 people, you will have to delete those chairs and put 2 dining chairs at the table. For the most part though, everything else should function. I just have to make sure that the padding issues, which I think will probably be the greatest on the decks because there's so much furniture on the decks, and I even kind of excluded some of the furniture that they had or tried to press it up against the railing as much as possible, but it still was just sort of, you know, a trial and error type thing. Up here they have this real big table and chairs that I was just like, oh wow, this is not real good. I'm not sure that the Sims will actually be able to use the table and chairs, so I might go back and, like I said, before I upload it, I'm going to play test it a little bit and see how that goes. Also get some good pictures to go at the end of this video. Was going to record a tour, but sometimes when you have multi-level houses, I found it's a little difficult recording the tours. I have a lot of times where the camera will actually jump around in places and then I have to record it several times before I get the right angles that I'm going for. But anyway, sorry, I was a little distracted outside my window. There's a squirrel on my bird feeder again. I wish that he would leave, but he's just staring at me. Kind of like, what are you going to do about it? So now we're working on the basement, which actually this room has more room in it than it does in the actual house, because if you look at the pictures of the basement in the real house, it seems very, very compressed. I had a time with this sectional, it kind of gave me a bunch of crap, and then I realized that I had the sectional L shape backwards from what it actually was, so I had to adjust that again. That's another thing I think that I would really like to see in The Sims 4, if they could bring back sectionals. Like we had in The Sims 3, those were really nice. Or maybe it was The Sims 2. Or maybe both. I'm not sure now, I can't recall. But this was a cute little kind of bar area, I'm guessing, so that if you're downstairs watching movies, your Sims can enjoy, you know, some beverages, because in the actual house there's like a wine refrigerator down there. I might stick a popcorn machine down there so that your Sims could watch movies while they're down there and pop popcorn, because that would be a cute little feature as well. And here is the exercise room. I actually added a lot of wall decor in this room, and then later I realized there's not really any wall decor in the actual home, so I might take out the wall decor in the final build. I'm not sure. I actually kind of like it. I think it adds a little bit to the room because otherwise it's kind of bare, but I know that they were using the wallpaper as sort of a feature and part of the decor, so I don't know yet. Then downstairs, this bedroom was really tight, but it came out pretty nice, I think. It was just really hard to get. There was like a dresser that was supposed to be down there, and I'm not even sure that Sims will be able to walk past there or not, but like I said, I will be checking this before I put it up on the gallery. Once I do, though, or by the time this video is uploaded, it will be on the gallery, and in the description of the video, you can search me. It's Allison EG02, and you can download it from there. So now we are on the last couple rooms. Here's the cute little nursery, which would have been better if we had a nice big crib instead of that tiny little bassinet. But for now, that's all we have. I still think it came out pretty cute though. Then here is the home office area, which I rearranged the windows just a little bit to adjust for the little seating area, the window seat that they have. I absolutely love window seats, and that would be something that I think if they could figure out a way to make that an object as well, it would be a feature that I absolutely adore. But anyway, so there's the home office. There's a couple of chairs, and then there was this really cool light, which I was like, oh, we have a light that looks almost exactly like that right there by the stairs. So here we are on the final bedroom. This is the guest bedroom, and the wallpaper in here does not do it justice. Like I said, if you go to HGTV's website and you check that out, it is a very bright, and I'm gonna just throw this out there. I think it's a little gaudy, but I think in The Sims, I actually made the room look pretty nice and a little toned down from what it is in real life. Not saying necessarily that it's ugly, just wasn't really my style, and if I was to win the house, I would probably change that for sure. But we are almost done with the build, so I hope you all have enjoyed. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again in one of my upcoming videos real soon.